Alright, Shalom, Yashwala. First of all, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Shemel Shah, by Hashem, our Kakadash Brakatham, the Ba'an Apostle, a great millstone, well, peace, say, taste, self, full, like Israel, Shalom. Shalom to the full elect, Shalom to the elder apostles, Kim and Aqua, the great millstone. It's your brother Karatazar. Salaki, I haven't been doing works for the past weeks. I know that's not a good thing, I know it's not a good thing. I know better, And and we're getting close to the day, man. We're getting very close. My parents took that vaccine 2 days ago. They took the vaccine, and now, like, I could tell they're gonna try to force that shit on me, And I told the brothers in the group chat that my parents took the vaccine, and the younger brother told me that I might need to get my money together, get my financial together, and move out, But then the other brother, who's older than me, he told me otherwise, like, I don't have to leave if I don't have to. They're not forcing that shit on me, It's just, I knew it was going to happen, but it just threw me off, because I could have sworn that my mom told me that she didn't want to take that vaccine. She didn't know about it at first back, it was like months ago, but now she took it. And all of a sudden they're saying that if you take that vaccine, you'll have some protection. But there is no protection with these diseases that Esau creates, Esau's a wild beast. But I'm going to bring some comfort in these scriptures. We know we live in the last days, the elect. We know that we live in the last days, very last days. I just hope that it comes sooner. I just hope it comes real soon. Oh, yeah, how long would you let us suffer? I know that we've sinned against you. We pissed you off, but we just want to get the hell up out of here. We will be patient. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to include myself in this too, but I just don't want to. We don't want to be here any longer. But we know that the kingdom of heaven is worth the wait. So with that, I'm gonna go and get into the scriptures. The whole lesson is gonna be about 1 Peter 3. This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. So, like if you're an Israelite and you're a woman, you need to be subjected unto your husband. You need to do what he tells you what to do. And if you're looking for an advice or help, you need to go to your husband. You can't go to no other dudes and expect to get help from them. So that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wear of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even with the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God a great price. So you're being godly, you know what I'm saying? Like right now in this state that we're in, our women, they're hypocrites, man. They just don't give a damn. They don't care about the Lord. They just doing whatever the hell they want to do. They want to do that hot girl summer shit. That shit's bogus, man. That's blasphemy. You out here doing that hot girl summer, and then you getting gang banged by 10 to 8 niggas, 8 to 10 niggas, or 15 niggas, and then you get pregnant, and then you want to put one of them on child support, or all of them on child support. They're not being the modest. So in the kingdom of Yahweh Shah, we ain't gonna have all that bullshit. We ain't gonna have no Christianity. We ain't gonna have no bullshit ass feminism. We're gonna have modest. Everything's gonna be in righteous order. So remember that. This goes for you Israelite women that claim to be in this word, but that's married to a husband, and then you wanna prostitute yourself socially on social media. When you're married, You're not supposed to have social media. You need to you need to you need to get off of that shit. You need to delete your account. And plus, when you say when you say you don't need a man, you're gonna need a man. For Israelite women, they can only be saved through the elect. You're gonna be looking for an Israelite man that's been with great millstone and teaching on the side of the street. And for women, it's okay for women to teach other women and children, but they can't teach the world. They can't teach men. So that's what it is. Let me get back in the scriptures. For after this manner in the old time the holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. So, yeah, like as it says, First Corinthians, it's somewhere in First Corinthians, but it says, "I will have you know that the head of men is Yahushua, the head of woman is men, and the head of Yahushua is Yahweh." So Yahweh is above everything. Yahweh is above men and women, and the men, the elect, is above women. Okay, that's the righteous order. And if an Israelite woman fear the Lord, then her respecting her husband is respecting the Lord, because that's the righteous order. Okay. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughter ye are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Likewise, the husbands dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being in heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So, like, you're having a healthy relationship. So when both of y'all done something wrong, you confess to the Lord. You pray to the Lord, you ask for forgiveness. And you get strong. You get stronger. We're gonna make mistakes, but we can't do it willingly. And that's the thing that there's been a misconception of everyone in the world keeps saying we're gonna make mistakes. Don't worry about it. They use that as justifying their wickedness when they're doing wrong, but they want to justify it using that excuse. Oh, everyone's gonna make mistakes. We're not perfect. You're using that as an excuse to justify your wickedness, so you keep doing it and feel good, and you don't have to worry about what's gonna happen if you keep going down that route. And like I said, my parents took that vaccine. What I'm saying? They're in a good relationship. They've been in a healthy relationship. What I'm saying? But they took the vaccine. I told you that they put me in a behavioral hospital back in 2018, the beginning of 2018, because they found out that I was teaching the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is, we're going to lose our family. We're going to lose everything on this side when the time comes, man, because we're going to lose everything on this side when the time comes, because it's Jacob's trouble, and they're gonna give us up. They're gonna give us up to Esau, and most brothers, most elect, is gonna run in the wilderness. But some brothers, as the scripture says, has to be cast into prisons and be tried with tribulations for the Lord's name's sake. Okay, so Lord, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray more. I'm gonna get in Hebrew. I'm gonna pray more in Hebrew and hope for the best. Like the Lord, hopefully the Lord looks for a way out for me, Lord willingly. Verse 8, finally be ye all of one mind, having compassion for one of another. Love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous. So when when a couple gets together, they're becoming one soul, one body, and they gotta do everything they can to keep that one soul, one body together. That's soul bonding. Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye thereunto called, that ye should be inherit a blessing. For he that will love life see good days. Let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak not guilt. So when they love this lifestyle, being claiming their heritage, their true heritage, doing the will, how about some y'all shy, you know, that's them loving the way who they are after they change. And good days are coming to them. So like, and there'll be times where they had to get chastised or they gotta go through tribulations, but good days are coming to them. What are those good days? The kingdom of heaven, kingdom of Israel, kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, this is verse 11. Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and assure it. Verse 12. For the eyes of the Lord and are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto the prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So the Lord can hear your prayers. The Lord can hear your prayers. He can hear all that, but he's against the wickedness and sins. All right, sins is what you do that goes against the law of the Most High, Yahweh. That you do things that goes against 613 statutes, laws, commandments of Yahweh. They got that saying: you break one commandment, you break all commandments. And when you do, you got to pray to the Lord for forgiveness. Verse 12: for the eyes of the Lord are. Oh, wait a minute. Verse 13, Salakia. And who is he that will harm you if he follows of that which is good? So, like, who's going to hurt you if you know that the Lord's going to have your back? You got to have that faith in the Lord. You got to be building up your faith, man. You got to build up your faith. You got to have faith. You got to keep your prayers strong. You got to feed your spirit instead of feeding your flesh. You got to fast. You got to do all that, man. You got to do the works. That's you building up your faith. All right? But if ye suffer for righteous sake, happy in ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. So if you suffer for the righteous cause, if you suffer for this word, then you ain't gonna be afraid. You ain't gonna get trouble. You just gonna be happy, because that's the sign of the Lord dealing with you. You're being chastised. You're being tried as a gold in the fire. And you're being refined as silver. You know what I'm saying? Verse 15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So, like, a man's gonna, like, when you get caught, when Jacob trouble begins, the Lord, like, that the Edomites, the elites, the soldiers, gonna be asking you questions. Why were you teaching this word? What is your purpose? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And then that's gonna put fear in people, and they're gonna show them who not to be on this side. Salakia, my dog being goofy right now. Jobs. Salakia, my dog being goofy right now. Having been conscious that whereas they speak of evil as of evildoers, that they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Hamashiach. So they're gonna be ashamed in the kingdom of heaven when they bear false witnessing. They might frame brothers over the phone calls, or like with the fake or with the facial recognition of the cameras. With they got this technology, that could get you in trouble. They're gonna try. They're gonna try twist the situation, make it look like it was you all along. You started this problem. You're the reason why all hell's breaking loose, and you should be destroyed. You know. Let's see. For it's better if the will of God be so that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing. So we're suffering for the good doing. We're doing our good deeds. We're teaching. We keep the commandments to the best of our abilities. We're trying to teach. We're teaching on the highways and byways, doing sit downs. For Hamashiach also hath once suffered for sins, the just for unjust, that he might bring us to God, Yahweh, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. So a quick death is mercy. You're like when you die, your spirit is gonna leave this flesh, and you're gonna be in the spiritual realm. If you have the spirit, that means you're not gonna die. There's no such thing as death. That's another thing too. Putting in that good faith in the Lord. You gotta trust the Lord. But when people hear that when you die, oh, you're not gonna come back when you're done. What? Come on now. That goes to show you that that's the doctrine of Christianity, and they don't. And that's Esau putting in that fear, which makes people follow their laws. The elites are trying to be the gods. They're trying to destroy. They're trying so hard to be gods, but they're failing miserably. By which also he went preach unto the spirits. It's in prison. So we're in this flesh. We're people talking shit. People are trying to persecute us and all that. Trying to argue, trying to fight against the brothers. And and the other thing too is like when Jacob trouble comes, like I said, some of the elect is gonna be casted into prison. Let's see what. Okay, verse 20. With some time were disobedient when once the long suffering of God, Yahweh, waiting the days of Noah, with that with building that ark before the end of the world comes, with water, and now it's gonna end with fire. While the ark was a preparing wherein few, that is 8 souls were saved by water. So 8 people out of billions of people out on earth. That's a scary thing, man. The few is rare because it lasts long and it's worth it, And it's the best, The Lord is selecting few that's gonna do the commandments to the best of their abilities, and that really trust in Him. Verse 21: The like figure whereunto even baptism doth also now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but answer it of a good conscience toward God, Yahweh, by the resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach. And this one, the last verse, 22. Who is gone up into heaven, and on it and is on the right hand of God, Yahweh. Angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. So, like I said, what is it, 1 Corinthians 3:11 or something like that? It says that Yahweh, it's basically saying Yahweh is above Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is above men and women, and men are Israelite men is above Israelite women and children. That's the natural order. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the natural order. And we gotta do the best ability that we can, okay? We gotta keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, and understand that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua got our backs. You know, we love Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I don't know about you 2/3, you know, but us as Great Millstone, we love Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I love Yahweh Hashem Yahushua personally. You know, and I just had this vision last night. You know, where this Edomite man was chasing me with a saw. You know, I was trying to run fast as I can, but I wasn't running fast like I would right now in this state. And the vision, it was like it was a struggle to fight. It was a struggle to run, you know. And then he cut my backpack, and then I turned around trying to kick him, but then like I put my hands up. I accidentally put my hands up to trying to grab his wrist and trying to get him to drop the chainsaw, but he put the chainsaw on my hand or on my wrist. I didn't feel a damn thing. Then I tried to call Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but then I woke up. So that's when the dream ended. I tried to call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know? So I'm going to get my prayers up. I'm going to do more videos. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for me. So I got no excuse. I'm not trying to make excuse. I'm going to just say, fuck it. And I'm going to just do the works to the best of my abilities. I'm gonna try to go hard. You know, I'm doing this for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the brothers. Well, I'm trying to do this for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the elder apostles, brothers, Great Millstone, and I'm doing this for myself. Okay. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Shema Kakadas Brakatham, the Apostle as Great Millstone, well, peace, salutations for a leg of Rizal, Shalom.